House of Representatives call for enhanced security in schools and vulnerable communities. Plus, Lagos State Government reiterates sustainable development at African Summit. Good evening and welcome to NTA Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. I am Ometere Chidu. The House of Representatives has urged the federal government to strengthen security around schools and other vulnerable communities across the country while commending the armed forces for the successful rescue of pupils and teachers abducted in Orile local government area of Oyo State. Adopting a motion by Representative Abbas Adigu, lawmakers described the military operation as a major boost for the nation's fight against kidnapping and terrorism. Lawmakers stress that every child has the right to learn in a safe learning environment and called for proactive security measures around educational institutions.
Congratulate the rescue pupils and teachers and their family on their safe return and sympathize with the family who lost loved ones during the unfortunate incident. Call on the federal government to strengthen the security around school and vulnerable community to improve surveillance, rapid response capacity, and enhance internal agency collaboration to prevent future attacks.
Meanwhile, the House has adopted electronic mode of voting by members on the bill for the establishment of state police services in Nigeria following the laying of the Constitution Review Committee's report on the proposed bill for consideration during Thursday plenary. Moving on, U.S. President
on Constitution Review on a bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, to provide for the establishment of state police services and for related matters be considered.
That this Honorable House do adopt a temporary order authorizing the participation of members in the proceedings of the House by electronic means subject to the approval and direction of the Right Honorable Speaker.
I rise to second the motion ably moved by the majority leader. So second.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. That is a bit.
Moving on, U.S. President Donald Trump has lauded President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his decisive leadership on behalf of the Nigerian people. In a letter to President Tinubu, President Trump applauded Tinubu's resolve to tackle the issue plaguing Nigeria, especially the violence affecting Christian community. The U.S.-Nigerian relationship flourished in recent times, with the two sides working closely in key areas, especially in tackling security challenges affecting part of Nigeria. The release recalled that in November last year, President Trump and President Tinubu agreed to establish a joint working group co-headed by the National Security Advisors of Nigeria and the United States. Through the work of the working group, the two sides agreed on several steps, including training, intelligence sharing, and joint operation to roll back terrorist activities. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has reaffirmed its administration's commitment to fostering partnership and innovative financing that will accelerate sustainable development and improve the life of Lagos residents. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, represented by his deputy, Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, stated this at the 2026 African Social Impact Summit in Lagos. S.A. Owamaka reports.
The 2026 Africa Social Impact Summit, hosted by the United Nations and its partners, brought together government officials, development partners, private sector leaders, investors, and policy experts to chart a path towards advancing sustainable development across Africa. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, represented by Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat, says Africa development challenges require stronger collaboration among governments, the private sector, and development institutions. He noted that Lagos State remains committed to creating an enabling environment that attracts investment, promotes innovation, and strengthens resilience through sustainable policies and inclusive economic growth.
The partnerships that we have forged have enabled us to deliver projects that would have been difficult through public financing alone, while ensuring greater efficiency, sustainability, and long-term values. As Africa's largest city and Nigeria's economic capital, Lagos understands that resilience is about more than responding to crisis. It's about preparing for the future, building infrastructure that can withstand climate risk, creating an economy that generates decent jobs, supporting businesses that innovate.
Stakeholders describe the summit as a vital platform for fostering dialogue, knowledge sharing, and strategic partnerships capable of unlocking Africa's development potential and accelerating progress towards the sustainable development goals.
That this is not only about Lagos, this is not only about Nigeria, this is a regional, international hub for new impact opportunities and making a real difference.
Governments must be able to mobilize and manage domestic resources effectively. Businesses require predictable regulation and stronger investment environments. Small and medium-sized enterprises need better access to finance and markets. Promising projects need support to become investment ready.
The message, therefore, is very clear. Investing in girls and young people is not simply the right thing to do. It is one of the smartest economic investment we must make. This investment strengthens human capital, increases productivity, builds healthier communities, and creates more resilient economies.
The summit themed Financing for Development, Building Resilience and Transforming Emerging Economies featured panel discussions on climate finance, healthcare, education, digital innovation, entrepreneurship, and sustainable economic transformation, with stakeholders calling for innovative financing mechanisms to drive inclusive growth across the continent. In Lagos, Essie Onwamaka, NT News.
We go on a short break after this timeout. Don't go away.
National Electoral Commission has extended the ongoing nationwide continuous voters registration exercise. The exercise, which now closes on Sunday, 26th of July 2026, is open to persons who have never registered before or turned 18 years after the last registration exercise. Also, a new self-service registration option is now available for fresh registrants to initiate and complete the registration process on their personal devices without visiting an INEC office. This option allows registrants to capture their biometrics online at cvr.inecnigeria.org. Registrants can still register physically at any INEC state or LGA office. If your PVC is lost or damaged, do not register afresh. Simply visit the online registration portal and apply for a replacement. This message is from the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, making your vote count, consolidating our democracy.
Lagos Channel 10 Baby and Mama Show is here again. The 2026 World Breastfeeding Week is a global awareness campaign by WABA to support breastfeeding of babies between ages 0 to 2 years. This year's theme is breastfeeding for a sustainable start in life. Strengthen what works. Join us in NTA Lagos Channel 10 as we celebrate the new generation. Activities include drama, health talk, quiz, and of course the baby show contest. There will be lots of surprises as mothers will smile home with loads of prizes. Are you a mother with an exclusively breastfeeding baby of 0 to 6 months? Then this event is for you. Date 4th of August 2026, time 10 a.m. Venue NTA Lagos Channel 10 Tejuesho Yaba. Register now with the Finance Department NTA Lagos Channel 10. For more inquiries, please call Debola 0802-790-4193, GMO 0803-830-1669, Jumoke 0803-919-7639. The NTA Lagos Channel 10 Baby and Mama Show 2026. Healthy babies, happy mothers, stronger communities.
Do you need hotel service that runs hospitality business as real business? Then look no further because Suru Express Hotels is readily available to meet your hotel accommodation needs in a cozy and serene atmosphere. Courtesy and care greet your arrival at our front desk while you're checking out our various rooms, suites, deluxe, standard and express gold, all fitted for purpose you desire. Healthy nutrition is also a top priority at our tastefully organized restaurants in Suru Express Hotels. With our ultra-modern gymnasium, maintaining your fitness is guaranteed in a conducive atmosphere. To unwind and reduce stress, our world-class standard swimming pool and game centers are always available. We are strategically located in Surulere, Ikeja GRA, Ikorodu to provide unparalleled hospitality and free parking and top-notch security. A choice of any Suru Express hotel is a choice made with wisdom.
Welcome back and thanks for staying tuned. The All Progressive Congress APC women leader and the Council of Chairman Wives Association in Lagos State have reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening grassroots participation and ensuring that women play active roles in Nigerian democratic process. This was the focus of a familiarization meeting held at the party secretariat in Lagos. Tolani Ogini reports.
For the first time since the election of the new Lagos State APC women leaders of the party from the 57 local government areas and the local council development areas gathered for a familiarization meeting. The meeting provided an opportunity for the leaders to reconnect, strengthen collaboration, and strategize on ways to enhance women's participation in governance and community development. The leaders declared that no stone will be left unturned and no woman will be left behind in Lagos State. The APC woman leader for Lagos State, Iyabosola Eletu, explained that the meeting was necessary not only to foster unity among party leaders, but to also prepare them for future political engagement. She urged women across the state to obtain their permanent voters card before the registration deadline and encouraged those who had relocated to transfer their voters registration to their current place of residence.
If they have shop in Ebuteru or Idumota, or any other place where they are doing their normal daily activities and they are not living in that area, it is better for them to transfer the PVC to where they can make use of it. Because if they are living in Yanokpaja or Oshodi, and they get their PVC at Idumota Ebuteru, on that election day, they cannot come out to vote in that place, except before the day, that is election, if they decided to stay in the area where they got their PVC. So my advice for them is to transfer the PVC to where they can make good use of it, instead of just having it for having sake.
She also called on eligible voters to make good use of their PVCs on election day, stressing that active participation in the electoral process remains a civic responsibility. Speaking on her vision for Nigeria, the woman leader expressed optimism about the country's future, describing it as one filled with hope and opportunities for growth. Some of the women leaders also spoke with NTA.
For women, we are saying we should all come out, we should all be steadfast, go get your PVCs, and let's be ready to vote for our president for the second term, President Bola Ahmed Asiwaju. We want our women to be on top of their games. Let's also match with the men.
My message to the Nigerian women as a whole is we need their full participation in the coming election. For those that have yet obtained their PVC, they should please do so, and their full support is needed in the coming election.
So my prayer and my little advice for our women is not to give up. Keep trusting God, and our hope shall be renewed.
In Lagos, Motolani Ogini, NTA News.
The prevalence of drug and substance abuse has remained a challenge, especially amongst the youth population across the metropolis. SC Owamaka in this report takes a look at effort by the Lagos State government to curb the menace from the source of distribution and rehabilitate those who are already neck deep in the drug abuse spectrum across the metropolis.
History, drug addiction, and abuse have been connected to Asian societies where substances such as alcohol, opium, and cannabis were utilized for medicinal and recreational reasons. As time progressed, the improper use and overuse of these substances resulted in addiction, potentially leading to drug abuse if left unattended. In contemporary society, the increase in drug addiction is linked to a blend of psychological, social, and environmental influences. Early exposure to drugs is recognized as a significant risk factor for the development of addiction.
Individuals using things like cannabis and other illicit drugs, or using tramadol for things that it's not supposed to be used for. Tramadol is supposed to be a pain medication, but people use it to get a high excitement from taking it. So that's illegal drug use.
Situation whereby we have lots of children that are not engaged in, positive things. They said an idle mind is devil's, instrument.
Invitation of friends and joining bad groups.
People want to claim what they are not. I want to join them. I want to imitate them so that they can accept me into their group.
The effects of drug addiction can deeply affect individuals, families, and society in general.
Kidneys affected, liver damage, and also heart damage. So usually if you take drugs, there's a chance that you will damage your organs, and with damaged organs, life expectancy goes down. So
you will not be a useful person to yourself when you are addicted to drug.
There are multiple methods for preventing drug addiction, such as adhering to your doctor's instructions and utilizing evidence-based treatment options like therapy, medication, and support groups.
If you are having drug abuse, which is associated with addiction, you don't have to fight it alone, whether it is the ingested ones or the inhaled ones. What you need to do is to seek help.
And also bring in those that have engaged in drugs before and let them see that by the time they turn around what their lives are now, I think it will go a long way for them to understand the fact that it is not a productive thing.
Nevertheless, it is crucial to prioritize education, awareness, and support services in addressing the root causes impact.
With that report, we conclude the English segment of the news. Fadike Ogutuwashe is standing by for the Yoruba translation of the news. Good Good evening.
Kálẹ̀ ìròyìn ló ń dé sí ojúwòrán yín láti iléeṣẹ́ wa NTA ìkànnì kẹwàá ìròyìn rẹ̀ láti ẹnu Fadékẹ́ Ògúntúàṣe. Lílo oògùn olóró pàápàá láàrin àwọn ọmọ ọ̀dọ́ lóríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára ìṣòro tí ìjọba ń dojúkọ láti dẹ́kun. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Ese Onwuamaka jábọ̀ ìròyìn pé gbogbo ọ̀nà láti kojú dídènà ibi tí wọ́n ti ń kó àti ibi tí wọ́n ti ń pín àwọn oògùn wọ̀nyí ló jẹ ìjọba lógún, tí wọ́n sì ń sapá láti ṣe àtúnṣe àti mú ìmúpadàbọ̀sípò dé bá àwọn tí wọ́n ń lo oògùn yìí tí wọ́n gbinlẹ̀ nínú ìgbésí ayé wọn káàkiri ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Àwọn adarí obìnrin ti ẹgbẹ́ APC àti ìgbìmọ̀ àwọn aya alága àwọn ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ti tún fi ẹ̀dùn ọkàn wọn fún àwọn ará ìlú láti túbọ̀ rí pé wọ́n kópa nínú òṣèlú àti láti rí dájú pé àwọn obìnrin ń kó ipa rere nínú ìlànà ìṣàkóso ìjọba tiwantiwa ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Tọ́lání Ògóní jábọ̀ ìròyìn pé ó jẹ́ gbòógì àkọ́rí ìpàdé ìmọ̀ràn wọn tí wọ́n ṣe ní àgọ́ ẹgbẹ́ APC ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Ìpàdé náà fún àwọn olórí obìnrin ni ó jẹ́ àǹfààní láti tún ìbáṣepọ̀ wọn ṣe, láti mú ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ wọn túbọ̀ dára sí i àti láti gbé ètò rere kalẹ̀ lórí bí wọ́n ṣe lè mú kí àwọn obìnrin kópa sí i nínú ìṣàkóso àti ìdàgbàsókè nínú àwùjọ. Adarí obìnrin APC ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Ìyábọ̀ Sọlá Elétù ṣàlàyé pé ìpàdé náà dálé lórí láti mú ìṣọ̀kan pọ̀ sí i láàrin àwọn olórí ẹgbẹ́ àti láti múra sílẹ̀ de ètò òṣèlú tó ń bọ̀ láìpẹ́. Ó gba àwọn obìnrin káàkiri ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó níyànjú láti gba káàdì ìdìbò èyí tí a mọ̀ sí PVC wọn kí àkókò ìforúkọsílẹ̀ tó parí. Ó sì rọ àwọn tí wọ́n ti ṣe ibùgbé padà láti ṣe ìforúkọsílẹ̀ káàdì ìdìbò mìíràn sí ibi tí wọ́n ń gbé báyìí. Ó rọ̀ wọ́n láti rí i pé wọ́n kópa nínú ìdìbò eléyìí tí wọ́n ṣe lálàyé pé kíkópa nínú ìdìbò jẹ́ ojúṣe ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè rere ti Nàìjíríà. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Babájídé Sanwó-Olú ti fi ìdí ìṣàkóso rẹ̀ túbọ̀ múlẹ̀ sí látàrí mímú ìbáṣepọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn alábàápípọ̀ sí àti láti gbé àwọn ọ̀nà ìnáwó tuntun mìíràn kalẹ̀. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Ese Onwuamaka jábọ̀ ìròyìn pé gómìnà ṣe lálàyé níbi àpérò ìdàgbàsókè náà èyí tí igbákejì gómìnà dókítà Ọbáfẹ́mi Hamzat ṣojú fún. Ó sọ èyí níbi African Social Impact Summit 2020 ti ọdún tí a wà yìí tí ó wáyé ní ìlú Èkó pé èròǹgbà wọn fún àwọn olùgbé ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ni kí Èkó túbọ̀ sunwọ̀n sí níbi àpéjọ náà èyí tí àjọ ìṣọ̀kan àgbáyé àti àwọn alábàápín rẹ̀ gbé kalẹ̀ kó àwọn aṣojú ìjọba, àwọn alábàápín ìdàgbàsókè, àwọn olórí iléeṣẹ́ aládàáni, àwọn olùdókòwò àti àwọn amòfin ìlànà ìṣàkóso jọ láti ṣètò ọ̀nà tí yóò máa gbé ìdàgbàsókè alágbèrò lárugẹ káàkiri ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀. Àwọn olùkópa ní ibi àpéjọ náà ṣàpèjúwe rẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀nà pàtàkì fún ìjíròrò olùdá àti pínpín ìmọ̀ àti dídá ìdàgbàsókè ilẹ̀ Áfíríkà sílẹ̀ tí yóò sì yára mú iṣẹ́ àfojúsùn ìdàgbàsókè alágbèrò tí a mọ̀ sí Sustainable Development Goals túbọ̀ tẹ̀síwájú sí i. Kò ní jù báyìí lọ láṣálẹ́ tòní. Ẹ pàdé wa lọ́la fún àkọ́tún ìròyìn. Ọlọ́run ó mọ yín. Ó dàárọ̀.
Thank you.